Don't you dare play Saw It Coming. I will be actively annoyed. Oh, Lightning Helix, we're just going to kill this? That's fine. Yeah, I will accept this trade. Yes! 89! That is so good. Yeah, I'll take it. That's fair to me. That's fine. What is up, everyone? It's Justin Parnell back again with more historic Brawl. Before Phyrexia All Will Be One comes out, we want to visit the last Dominaria and play one of my favorite legends from that set, and that is Firesong and Sunspeaker. So, Firesong and Sunspeaker is a 4/6 for 6, and it gives red instants and sorceries you control lifelink, and whenever a white instant and sorcery causes you to gain life, it deals 3 damage to target creature or player. So, as you can imagine, we have a ton of instants and sorceries in this deck. A whopping 49 between instants and sorceries, all red and white. And of course, pretty much exclusively all of the red ones are going to deal damage to gain lifelink, and almost all of the white ones are going to gain life. That way we can utilize Firesong and Sunspeaker as much as we possibly can. But Firesong and Sunspeaker does cost 6, so we have to live long enough to make sure that's the case, so our deck is just chock full of removal to make sure that we can actually land Firesong and Sunspeaker before we start slinging the rest of our spells in our hands. So we're a little bit of like a red and white aggressive deck. Or not a red and white aggressive deck, a red and white control deck. Definitely not an aggressive deck. We do have a handful of creatures. Well, that's going to show everything that targets creatures, but we have seven creatures, so literal handful, and everything else is pretty much just removal. And of course, everything that is a creature triggers off of an instant or sorcery being cast, like Young Pyromancer, Smoldering Egg, Thermo Alchemist. In the 3-drop slot, we have Rock Slide Sorcerer, which deals damage to anything, Gutter Snipe, which does a bunch of damage to our opponent, and Radiant Scroll Wielder, which is a pretty solid one because you can just cast instants and sorceries from your graveyard. Again, so it gives a flashback to something random, but so many of our cards do the same thing that it's still pretty good. So we're going to take this red and white control deck and see how much spells we can be slinging and damage we can be doing and life we can be gaining. Let's see what we can do. But before we get into the games, please be sure to like this video and subscribe to this channel to keep seeing this sweet, sweet content every week. We are on the draw against Liliana Waker of the Dead, which is much better than Liliana of the Veil. We have, some removal. This hits Planeswalkers, which is quite good, so I think we're going to keep this hand, and this is a bit of card draw. And we actually have a creature land in which to pressure said Planeswalker. Well, I imagine that either Lightning Helix or Storm's Wrath is going to go. Probably Storm's Wrath. Oh, the Ritual of Rejuvenation. That would have not been my guess. It does draw us a card, but okay. Well, we're not going to kill this immediately. Maybe we can just kill it with Storm's Wrath. Looks like our opponent is playing a discard deck, though. Same deal. I think we're gonna get rid of Lauren's Escape and Lightning Helix. The reason we're getting rid of Lightning Helix instead of Lightning Bolt that we just drew, of course, is it cost 1, so it's going to be a lot more convenient for us to cast at some point in the game. Wish we had this in our hand that we could have sacrificed or got rid of Sanctify, but you know. Inquisition of Kozilek. We'll go ahead and get the Raven Man. If that's the case, then they can take this Sanctify. Storm's Wrath can say nicely nestled Now, Liliana does start with 4, notably. So, I don't want to play this Young Pyromancer because I kind of want to keep this Storm's Wrath, and if our opponent plays Liliana and +1s, then we're going to lose it and get to keep Young Pyromancer on the board, which probably isn't going to help us a ton in this situation. With our opponent stripping resources. Alright, there's Liliana. She's going to go upstairs, we're going to discard a card.
And I might spare your life.
Going to be Young Peasy. As expected. A Gonjo is solid. Because we also have this Den of the Bugbear. So let's go ahead and play this, and then do that. Get our opponent's Liliana down to 1. So if they plus, they're going to be losing a card. We're going to lose 3 life. Okay. Alright, well, let's give it a go. Are they going to kill this in response? Oh, that's mighty unfortunate. That is bad news. That's bad news for us. Thoughtseize. Okay, they lose 2 life, we're going to lose 3 life. Alright. This is going to be tough. This is going to be tough. This Liliana is so much better than Liliana the Veil because she's hitting us for 3. She's literally lightning bolting us every single time. We don't have anything to discard. And this is also just a game-winning emblem. Yikes. It's going to be 3 more life because we're going to have to discard this Sheltered Light. Lord. Okay, well, I mean... Alright. We're going to go down to 4. Put our commander in play. Which they could just kill. If they want. I imagine that would be the case. Yeah. We'll put it into the command zone. Thrilling Discovery. It's best to not cast it, so we save 2 life. We save an extra life. Okay. Nightmare, nothing to get. Discard the Discovery. Okay.
You're doing things my way.
Gosh. I think we just keep this so we don't, this is a card we can keep through the Nightmare. For better or worse, it will keep us alive. I don't know how we're gonna get out of this pickle. We're in the lock. We're in the hard lock. Our graveyard's gone, which is kind of not a huge deal, but it's not a deal. Because we do have things to get some instant sorceries back from the graveyard. Alright. 4 damage. We'll go down to 1, and then, I don't know, probably lose on the following turn. Guess they're going to draw a card and lose a life. Yeah. All around bad news. All around bad news. Just absolutely dismantled by Liliana. That's a horrendous matchup. That's going to be tough even with a good draw from us. We're on the draw against Chandra Torch of Defiance, and we have a very expensive hand. We do have a risk factor, which is nice, but that's just 4 damage. People just never let you draw 3, especially with 25 life, so I think we're going to mulligan this. Yeah, this is much better. Man, there's such a big difference for us playing this deck With Planeswalkers, who when they pass the turn, they come to us with 4 loyalty versus coming to us with 5 loyalty. There's a monumental difference. Yep. 'Cause I think we're gonna have to do an old team up here with Lightning Strike and Thundering Rebuke, which is gonna be not great. Especially in the face of this young Pyromancer, but we gotta kill the Chandra, so that's what we're gonna do. It is not exactly what we want,
Whatever. Figure it out on your own.
but it is what we got. And this, so Sheltering Light we have in to potentially play Firesong and Sunspeaker when we have, 7 lands, we can protect it for a turn.
Oh, it's you burning.
Which theoretically would be good against, I think we're just going to kill this. Gain some life, play a land. Cutting them off from their mana, I think, is pretty important.
Just gonna be bad for you.
Sune's Intervention. Being able to get this down soon, okay. Which we will be able to do next turn. We're gonna cycle Renewed Faith this turn.
Back and watch it burn.
Fire Emancipation. Well, thank God we're gonna be able to kill that. Because we're gonna take a bucket of damage this turn. All right, let's cycle this. See if we can find a removal spell. Yeah, I would like to gain 2 life. Alright, make a casual 15. No big deal. Alright, so we can't stop this, right? So we just need to do this now. Artifact, enchantment, player. Let's not mess around. Let's not mess around and find out.
No problem fire can't solve.
Play with fire. Of course, of course. Here's Chandra. Probably gonna play with fire one of these little knights here. We'll eat one of these and keep our knight around. And now we have a young Pyromancer, huh? Okay. Let's attack Chandra. Okay. Chump block. We can play both of these. That'll gain us 4 life, which is not nothing.
Today's my lucky day.
And they're just gonna keep going upstairs, which I think is the correct option. Okay. Tybalt, I'm just gonna respond to whatever they do. I'm not gonna read the whole card. Because it's got, like, deals 4 to something. Unless I take 4. Okay. Now they can bolt this in response. And we're gonna gain 4 life. They're gonna bolt us in response? Okay. Okay, We are bolted. And let's put that on the bottom. Okay. We will not have Tybalt deal 4 to us. Okay. Alright, let's gain 4. Another one of these. Ooh, burn down the house. That is a nice one. Man, how nice. How can we live? That is the question. Do we think we can live until next turn? I think it's worth trying. And then we just like try to block and not die. Okay.
You're going down.
Drafting a card. Oh man. Yeah.
Watch it burn.
Okay. Okay. No, so far so good. So far so good. Don't kill my command. If they kill my commander, we're absolutely toast. However, however, if they don't, we're gonna gain an outrageous amount of life. They did kill it. I don't even know what this card does. Deals 8. Oh, they had 6, 1, and 1, huh? Okay, well, in that case, we're gonna lose. I can have the cards. Fine. What's the difference? Okay. We got one more shot. It's not likely. It's not likely.
This might hurt a bit.
Okay. They've dealt 4 to that. They have an emblem.
Let's light it up.
Oh, we're just dead. We're just dead. Okay. We just give them 3 cards, but I mean, you know, what were we gonna do? All right. We just had to live till that burned down the house, and we would have been absolutely golden. Didn't happen. Didn't happen. So you got to play for, though. Alright, we are on the play against Kaikar Wind's Fury, and I'm going to keep this because we have 2 sweepers that are going to kill their commander in Deafening Clarion and Sweltering Suns. We don't have a 3rd land, but rest assured, we will at some point. And these cards will be good. Young Peasy. Let's go ahead and get this because... Okay. Because, I would rather them press with Kaikar and we kill that, rather than have to, like, them just ignore playing Kaikar and then we have to deal with it with Young Pyromancer. Well, that's convenient. Alright. We got a lot of gas in our hand. There we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, they're short as well. They don't have a white. I think I'm going to cycle this because we need to just hit lands. Alright, that looks like a target for old Obliterating Bolt. Or Thundering Rebuke. That can't get taken out by our 3 damage spell. Nope, we just need lands. Find us some lands, please. Man, Stark and Scorn can start to get ridiculous if you have this in your opening hand, man. I mean, I guess it always does, because it just counts from the start of the game. Right? Equal to target creature or planeswalker. I mean, this is basically just like kill anything. So they got rid of a Shark Typhoon and a Time Blight. Time Blight makes sense. I'm glad they got rid of the Shark Typhoon. That would have been an annoying one to deal with. Instant speed threats. Okay. They have white, which I imagine is only for their commander. Alright. Let's try to kill it. Oh, it just died immediately? Oh, okay. We're right on then. Alright, so this is the dream. Is to get them to 10 and kill them with Hidetsu's second right. That is what I am living for. I've never done this in my entire life. And this card's been around for like 20 years. Almost. So, okay, so we get Banefire to 4, so 9, 19, 17. So we have to find 7 more damage. Okay, there's Kaikar. It's gonna eat an Obliterating Bolt. My concern is we kill their commander too many times and they concede. Okay, we gotta watch out for Shivan Reef or Battlefield Forge, because then they can take a pain. Although Arena probably won't let you if you don't have a card to play, because that's how Arena be. Okay, this is 5 damage, 6, 7. Okay, so there's 17. I'm not going to play my commander into 48 open mana. Even if they don't counter it. Alright, there's Adhikar Waste. That could be bad news. Okay. Okay. Here's a land. Just keep killing their commander. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright. Words. Okay. Curate. Okay. This is what they were trying to do to us. Alright, they've been Wrath and Swords. Drilling Discovery. They gained 2 life! God. That's not what we want. They got a lot of control elements. Look at this. Settle. They discarded Supreme Verdict, Solar Wreckage, and Wrath of God this turn. Alright. That's a good card. I wish we had that, 48 turns earlier, but we'll live with it for now. Alright, try to kill this with damage. Don't exile it or play a white spell. Play red spells to get this. That way we can give this this non-human indestructible. don't want it to be destructed. I want it to be indestructed. So like this sweeper and this sweeper we could protect, but not this one. They don't have that one anymore. You... Ever told you how much I hate this card? Because I absolutely despise it. It is quickly, very quickly, going up the list of cards I absolutely just rottenly despise the most. Let's not be silly. Need that 2 life that bad. Yeah, we'll put the fans out. What's, like... You just gotta exile things? Alright. Well, that can clean up Saheeli and friends and Kaikar if they try to play Kaikar. Let's go ahead and just draw a card. We had a land. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that Snarl. Got some hot Snarl action. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Anointed Procession. Okay. The good news is we can kill this. We have a lot of ways to kill it in our deck. We obviously don't have any, you know, like right now, but they're in here. Burn down the house? Okay. Go ahead and draw another card. The Celestus. Alright, right on. Get that mana. Filter through our deck a little bit. End the turn. Maybe we should have activated this instead of, you know, holding this up in case they go, like, lose 15 life on their turn. Probably unlikely, I'd say. Alright, there's their commander. Okay. That's a... Alright. Might want to play that for the other mode, so who knows. Hour of Devastation. Okay. Yeah, right on. I guess we're gonna get them next time. Alright. Go ahead and draw a card. I think Respond Resurgence. No, we'll get rid of Fight as 1. I don't think that's going to be in our plans here. Alright, we're going to take 9, 8. Okay. Vanishing Light on the Celestus, I would imagine. Maybe the Maze Mind Tome. It's drawing its cards. Alright. Guess we're gonna scry them. Cave of the Frost Dragon, we'll put a land on that. Okay. Play a Plains, and... Man. Sure would be cool to do this and then burn down the house. I think I would like to try. We'll try to kill this during their upkeep. Alright, 3 damage here. I'll resolve it. Like, if they have a counter spell, then so be it. Because I think we're going to burn down the house next turn regardless, right? Like on our turn. And if this is out, they can just sacrifice spirits so we gain less life. Okay, they're searching for something to do, which is good. Or maybe to interact with our commander. Okay. So that could be an Alren's Epiphany, or it could be a Saw It Coming. Saw It Coming would be annoying. Let's just not block. We'll just take one extra damage. We think that they have a... I don't know. What could they have? Alright. Let's deal 5 to everything. Come on, baby. Let's resolve this spell. Don't you dare play Saw It Coming. I will be actively annoyed. Oh, Lightning Helix, we're just going to kill this? That's fine. Yeah, I will accept this trade. Yes! 89! That is so good. Yeah, I'll take it. That's fair to me. That's fine. Okay, we only played one spell. We're just going to do this at end of turn, so yeah, we're just chilling. We're just chilling. And then we're going to get to seek a non-land card. Card cards Wind's Fury, huh? Okay. Let's go ahead and just do this. They can do whatever. Sterling Discovery, that's nice. Okay. Deal some to this. What? Let's put the Response Resurgent down. Let's find something else. Swords and Plowshares, okay. Thrilling Discovery. Let's discard these two. Actually, let's just... No, I didn't... I wanted to not cast it. Well, that didn't work at all. I've already done that. Okay. Alright, well... Not exactly how I wanted that to go. Ooh, we got our Maze Mind Tome back? Oh, it's a sorcery? That's kind of not great. Alright, we'll get rid of this Sword Splashers. Man. Can't believe we whiffed on that. Alright. So, let's get... Oh, just artifact, not enchantment also. Not enchantment. Don't you dare think it's an enchantment, Justin. You bozo. Alright. Let's play our commander. This is a sorcery too. This can't be an artifact? Or this can't be an instant? That's some bobo-ness right there. Surely they can do better. Like, I have to believe in my heart. Alright. This is Alren's Epiphany. That's just gotta be. Or 89. Shatter the Sky. Okay. We draw a card. Alright. Yeah, we'll put him back. How close are we? Okay. Search library for a planes. Then we can gain 2 and scry 2. Okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we can do 11 damage. That's 17. So we get him to 15. That's not enough. Let's play our commander back again. Maybe we can give it something a +1/+1 and a double strike until end of turn, and get a big chunk out of him that way. Realm Cloak Giant, no such luck. Yep. What a fool I was to think that could be a possibility. All right. I mean, this is big. Cosmo Elixir, that is going to be quite good. Okay, so first thing is we're going to do this because we're going to cast 2 spells. And we're going to draw a card, and we're going to discard this Lucky Offering. Okay? No longer lucky. Then we're going to play Cosmo Elixir. Then we're going to play Kayla's Command. We're going to get up Plains, and then we're going to make sure I don't... Okay. I still have more planes. Then we're gonna scry 2. Alright. Okay. Oh, these... Okay, so we don't need this, but the Ardent Elementalist is quite good. That means we can Banefire them, get it back, and Banefire them again. And we'll draw... And let's just discard this plains that we got. Sure. Two Banefires is probably pretty good. We've officially priced them out. There, look at that. That's a 13. Their commander costs 16 mana. And then we just get to kill it whenever that happens. Weatherlight completed. All right. Not a lot of creatures going to be dying for the rest of this game, but you know, we go to 86. Okay. Alright, so Banefire for 12. Okay. Faithless Looting. If they take a damage somehow, like... I don't know. If they just take a damage, we can get them during our next turn, because we can Intervention, deal 3, Meld Through, deal 2. They're scrying. Trying to find something. Faithless Looting. Just take a damage. Just take a damage for something. Jeffrey's Tutelage. Ooh, that is. That's a way. That's a way to get us. I mean, it's not gonna work. But not the point here, you know. Not at all the point here. All right. Banefire. Actually, I think we can get. No, it's got to be Banefire, huh? Okay. That's the only card they have left in their hand. So if we Banefire them so this can deal them 2, and we Banefire for 4, then I think we can still cast it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, because they tapped their Adhikar Waste. Oh my god, I've always wanted to do this. So good. So satisfying. Oh, that's a satisfying win. Shout out to our opponent. Suji, or who let us go through all of that to win that way. Alright, we are on the play against Gutmorn, Packbound Servant, and I think we're going to keep this. We just have 4 lands in our hand. Sometimes that's all that matters. You just have enough lands, and we can kill it 1 time, 2 times. And Gutmorn is something about each person discard cards. Something about that. Alright. So we have a instant speed kill spell to get it on the first go. I think we just get rid of Unholy Heat. Each player discards a card. Whenever a player discards a card during their turn, they choose another player. That card, they get that card. So we could give them Unholy Heat, yeah, and then just kill it. Maybe they'll give us lands. Lands would be good. We're about lands. We're definitely about them lands. Maybe we just untap and Clarion. Yeah. We're definitely good. Okay. We want to discard Unholy Heat. Okay. So that means we get a copy of Blood on the Snow. And then they get this. Alright. I mean, yeah, I guess. Here's the thing I don't quite understand. But now I'm just going to discard this Blood on the Snow. So, like, you just give me a card, I'll just keep discarding this over and over again. And maybe there's something greater going on with this. But, like, what you give your opponents cards that they can't use, and you take cards that you can theoretically. I love a good old black spell, right? And I love discard. I just don't see the appeal of this card. I just don't see it. Like, I'm not saying the card is horrible. But they did also discard this Blood on the Snow, knowing that, like, they need their commander to be alive. And also that they're going to play another creature. So, I don't know. I mean, I'm just going to let it hit me. Which exiles 2 cards. I mean, I only have 1. They have 1. Almost like 4. That seems fine. Now, this card is great, because I have to discard a card to kill. But are they going to play their commander again? Okay, so we discard 2. Mills a card and loses 2. I want to keep this. Maybe we should discard the land. And we milled a Lightning Helix. Okay. Bank Buster. Alright, Buster. Okay. Let's draw a card. There's another land. So if we're made to discard a card again, we will discard the Sarkin Scorn. And then we'll just Blood on the Snow and then, like, kill both of their creatures. I didn't realize I had a bat. That's pretty great. Okay. We discard a card, then we discard... Okay. Well, we're going to discard Sarkin's Scorn. I'm not going to discard another card. I will say, no, thank you. So then they got a random card in our deck into their hand. As long as they didn't get a card that destroys an artifact, an enchantment, I'll probably be okay. Oh god, now we gotta discard the rest of our hand. That's bad news. So, oh, that was what they force hold. Okay. Okay. Alright, that's what we got. We, you know, we hung around. We didn't want to kill this. And now we might pay the iron price. Strangle. Which we cannot pay the... Alright. Now we can. Strangle. We'll discard a card. Just let it resolve. Okay. Discard that. And then this is... Okay. And then we don't have any cards in our hand, so if they play their commander, we get one of their cards. This is the thing about discard decks. And this one's even worse. Because, like, if they play it, they gotta discard a card. And then we get the card. It's a non-land card. Cruelty of Gix. Okay. Which we had the intervention, which is long gone, never be back. They are reading ahead, huh? Reading to chapter 2. I don't know if that's allowed. Alright, and then they're gonna put a creature from a graveyard. We don't have any creatures. They have Graveyard Trespasser. And then they get to... So we play Firesong and Sunspeaker. I think we're just gonna pass the turn, and I'll just draw a card into their turn. Yep. Okay. I mean, that's fine. It's not great, but it's fine. None of these can kill their creature, which we can get cards back out of our graveyard, which we know. So now what? What do they get? The best thing for them to have gotten would be Grave Titan. But that's not on Arena, so they didn't get that. Bolus's Citadel, but they would have played that. Just like a kill spell? That seems unlikely. Okay, they're going to kill this pilot. With Unholy Heat. Alright. Right on. Sweltering Suns. Okay. Alright, well. We have the mana to replay this. If need be. So, they did not kill it. Did not kill it. Alright. So if they kill it during our turn, we can crew this to at least be able to dissuade them from attacking. Invoke Despair, huh? We have to sacrifice a creature. And, alright, well. Let's crew this. Okay. We'll sacrifice this creature. Alright, they did draw a couple of cards. Alright, we're gonna hopefully untap with this. We need a big thing. We do have a redraw with Sweltering Suns, fortunately. Alright, they're gonna put us to 12. Not gonna gain any life. I think we use this now. Because even though it uses the treasure, it helps us save the 2 mana. Maze Mind Tome? I mean, Maze Mind Tome is a good draw, just not right now. Alright, let's draw a card. Alright. We scry 2, we gain 2 and scry 1. I don't want to block. I would rather... Nope, we don't want that. I'd rather, like, theoretically untap with this and play. All we need is, like, one big damage spell to be able to hit them, and then we gain a bunch of life back. Gelatinous Cube that exiles that exiles this. Okay, we're gonna decline to put it in the command zone. We can just put it back if they dissolve it. Okay. Draw a card. Come on, baby. Not what we wanted at all. Instants and sorcerers have lifelink. So they're going to attack us for 7, but we're going to gain 2. Even if they kill this, which I would say is likely. Sorry. Okay. Don't want that. Does gain us life, but not what we're looking for. This doesn't get bigger, right? Lightning Bolt? No, that's what they got from our deck? Oh, I cannot believe that. That was the random card that they got. That is absolutely insane. Good game. Good game. I think that game was a lot closer than it looked. We really just needed to, like, get on the other side of some stuff, and we were going to be okay. But we're on the play against Gigantha the Wellspring, not as a companion, as a commander, but we are going to mulligan this hand. As we have 2 lands and a high curve. This is not a good hand, but we have 3 lands and we can cycle this, so we'll keep it. Maybe we can get some value out of this. This is they're opting on turn 1 off the Hallowed Fountain. Looks like our opponent is interested in going fast. Which... Sure. Sometimes you gotta go fast, right? It's just weird because they just didn't do anything. You're playing a 100-card deck, so it's unlikely you're digging to, like, a specific card to play on turn 2. Cycle, Sweltering Suns. Okay, 4th land. We'll be done. If only we had a creature with power 4 or greater like our commander. Alright. We have enough other removal spells, so let's just try to get some damage in. What a great card. Burn down the house. Strategic planning. I might have held that to get rid of their Giganta if we didn't have the swords, but we do, so... Opponent is going kind of hard with their own life total. We could make these, hit them down to 13. Might not be bad. I think I'm going to do it. We're gonna get in there. We'll find more lands. This is not a normal way for this deck to win. Not at all. Okay. So if they had a sweeper, that would put them to 10. Okay, so they're gonna go get a gate. Certainly. Okay, it's kind of basic. Okay. Are they just trying to thin their deck out? I mean, they're doing a lot of like land searching and whatnot. This Burgee is gonna eat a Lightning Helix. Jeffrey's Protection. Okay. Their life total cannot change. So attacking them would be useless. Alright. So Terry's protection. Life total can't change, gain protection from everything, and they have no permanents. They do have 1 red mana though, which they probably don't realize, which is causing them to be held up a little bit. I think on their upkeep we're gonna old blitz Burgee here. Unexpected windfall. They're gonna get a mana, a couple treasures, and permanently. We're definitely in the get to 7 mana range to play Firesong and Sunspeaker now with the fight as 1 in our hand. We'll just keep beating down with our little 1/1 army. Mind's Desire for 2. Yeah, let's see it. Alright, a Swamp. And a Commit to Memory. And a Swamp. I mean... I suppose I've seen worse. But that was pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Alright. Access 4 gets them to 9. Alright, 4 cards in their hand. I think we still just wait. Because they have to be looking for a sweeper. We don't want to just play into their sweeper. We have pressure on them right now. They're still on a 2-turn clock. They didn't actually change their clock at all because of the fight as 1. So, like, we can do that for their last point of damage. Finale of Promise. Okay. Alright. So I think they're playing a combination deck. Alright. Prized Amulet. The World Tree. And another land. Okay. They're running out of time. We got a lot of burn spells in this deck. They can play land. Yep, so their mana is permanently fixed. Looks like that's their turn. They have 5 cards in hand. Alright. Okie dokie. Attack them down. And pass the turn. Alright, they are dead on board. Probably should have killed this. Probably should have just killed this. But yeah, maybe, I don't know. So, if they do a sweeper, regrowth for finale, okay. Like, if they kill these, we definitely should have killed this. This is going to flip. So they're definitely going to get 4. Thrilling Discovery, and they're going to gain some life. But I think they have to kill us this turn. Alright, there's a Bolus' Citadel. Certainly don't have enough life for that. Fling the Dust. Okay, draw a card. Alright, so this is flipped. They have some amount, they have 8 mana. That's a lot of mana, and they can copy a spell. So they're going to go ahead and do that. What are they going to copy? Time Warp. That's a really good start. That's a really good start. We might be ruined the day that we did not kill their Prime Land. Okay, we're going to kill this, though. Gain a life. I thought about eating one of these, have us gain a life and deal that 3, but then I realized it's the same thing, because it takes away a point of damage from us on our attack. Okay, they're copying the Faithful Mending. So they're going to look. I go try to find something. They have another turn. I would imagine they're looking for a regrowth to get their Time Warp back, and then take 2 more turns. Okay, well, they're shuffling it in. Alright, we're going to let it happen. We're going to keep our 1 mana. Okay. They take their last turn. Sedgemoor Witch. Sedgemoor Witch is pretty good. Throw a possibility. There is a chance that we can gain them, or that we can deal them enough damage on our turn. Okay. They already tapped this. Are they copying this? I think Arena screwed them a little bit. You know, as it is wont to do. It absolutely hates when someone would dare to consider that they might draw an instant or sorcery afterwards. Just never happened. And surely today won't be the day that it does. Okay. Dark Ritual. Yeah, yeah. Hold them. That's their last one. So they're at 14. They put up pretty decent defense. And we didn't get anything crazy. Okay, there's the last one. Which the ground is locked up. Okay. Playing that out of their hand. All right, so we're gonna gain 4 life, and then we're gonna do 3 to them. Battlefield Forge. Let me tell you about some cards I did not want. Okay, risk factor. It's got lifelink, folks. Don't think that it doesn't. Okay. Okay, Obliterating Bolt, Sedgemoor Witch. Yeah, I really, truly wish that we had... Yeah, we're definitely going to pay the 3 life. We don't want these to die necessarily. We'll attack here. Each block with 1. I'm just going to block with all of them. Alright. That's a burn spell. Yeah, we'll keep it on. Alright, so they're going to go to 11. We're going to go to 11. Perhaps we can get them on our turn. Solve the equation. Nope. That's going to be 2 time warps. Yep. They don't have a lot of other gas, though. Okay, so it's going to be 3 time warps. So while they don't have a lot of gas, they got 3 draws to find said gas. 1, 2, 3. Lack of fanfare on the turn. Alright. Let's see. Oh, are they Sphinx's Revelation? That would be bad. That would be bad news for us. That would be among the worst news possible. But I think that's what's happening. This is a Sphinx's Revelation. We're going to pack it in. And we're going to rue the day that we didn't kill that Primal Amulet. Oh. This is similar. Bad in a different way. They draw 22 cards. And they have 2 more turns to take. Okay. Yeah, we should have killed that, should have killed that Primal Amulet. We didn't because we are dum-dums. There's no other way around it. Absolute donkey brains. Now, I would normally concede, but... because we've lost at this point. But I'm going to let our opponent just, like, do their thing after they get through discarding 15 cards out of their hand, because that's what they have to do. This is the worst user experience on Arena is discarding to hand size. It's absolutely miserable. I mean, our opponent's deck is interesting. Aetherflux Reservoir, alright. Gonna get them out of range. Couldn't finish the job. Nice. Yeah, I mean, I'm not even mad. Like, our opponent's deck is pretty sweet. So, we just get to sit back and just watch them do their thing. They're tapping 3 mana, but not the Primal Wellspring. So they're going to kill Gutter Skype, and they're going to make a treasure. Expressive Iteration. They are copying Expressive Iteration. Which means they don't have a lot else, and they don't have like a high impact spell in their hand to copy, but they are just gonna like look at 6 cards and draw 4 of them. So who's the bozo now? It's me. Alright. This should let's just on this is just over here? I thought they copied it. They copy Weather the Storm? I'm unsure. But I think they're gonna kill us. They're not gonna, I don't know if they're gonna need this extra turn. I think they're gonna get us. Oh, we're gonna get us with tendrils. They didn't even need the Aetherflux Reservoir. Okay. Right on. Right on. And that's gonna be a clean victory. It's unfortunate we're not at 12, so with the rest of the triggers on the stack, they can pay 50 and kill us. But we will die. We will die before then, so... Not even mad. Not even mad, I can respect it. We're on the play against Athros Shroud Veiled. Sure, we got lands and spells. We gotta roll high with this deck. Right? We have not been rolling high with this deck so far. No better time than the present to start doing so. I like that. Do some damage to themselves. We'll take the 1 and yeah, maybe we'll do a little Rock Slide Sorcerer first. Deals 1 to any target. Yeah, sure. And if they kill this, then we'll just untap and we'll Fire Prophecy this. I think it's worth the risk for the extra damage, though. Brain Maggot. Okay. Sweet. I'm going to kill both of their creatures. However they slice it. They don't take Fire Prophecy, I'll just use Banefire. Oh, feeling pretty good about this coming turn, let me tell you. Okay, X is going to equal 1. I'd like to go 1 here, please. Please and thank you. I'd like to deal 1 here, please and thank you. I'll pay the 1. No problem. You take 1. You take 1. I'll get this card back, and I'll just do a little bit of scrying. Thermo Alchemist? No, let's find some lands. What do we get him for 2? Pretty good. Two Baloops? Okay. That's a land. Alright, let's just pass. And then we can Risk Factor and then Fire Prophecy. This is the only unknown card. I'll hold on to that one. We'll take 2. See if they got anything juicier. No. This is just going to deal them 4. It generally does. Every once in a while, we get 3 cards off of it. But we're killing this now because we don't want to kill it when Afjaz is around. That is often a problem. We'll put this on the bottom. We might be cycling. This. Or discarding it risk factor. Okay. The Celestus. Alright. Pass the turn. Junji, the Midnight Sky. Okay, right on. Alright. Let's cycle this. Got a land. I believe Firesong and Sunspeaker would likely die. Likely. Not 100% guarantee. They have 3 cards in their hand. The Ravaged Chupacabra even being around is concerning to me. Because if this dies, you know, they can make something happen that we don't like. Alright, let's play it out. Likely gonna die, but we will accept that fate. Maybe there's something that we can kill. We can gain 4 life with this and then bolt something. Alright, so they're playing their commander. Maybe we will get to untap. Alright. Risk factor. Targeting our opponent. Don't kill it. I don't know what they could kill it with. Swords of Plowshares? We gain some life. Yep. Take the action. We're going to discard here. And we will pass the turn. No attack. It's going to be hairy. They discard a card, and then we create a blood. Okay, so they're going to play that. This trigger's going to go on the stack. We're going to gain 4 life. Oh, don't kill this in response. No! Now we just gained 4 life. Yeah, we'll move it to command zone. We thought we were going to be able to get to, you know, boop this guy in the snoot for 3, but... No. I don't want to just draw a card and then discard it immediately. Although, clearly that was the answer. Okay. Ooh, they took a damage! Took a damage from Mana Confluence. I like that. Cavalier, they're going to sacrifice this to kill our commander. Which is bad news for us. Then this comes back, then they're going to get rid of this Brotherhood's End. Not looking like the greatest in the world here. They got a nice little combo. Well, let me tell you, Healing Grace is absolutely not it. It's not it. Alright. We're going to take a casual 16 and go to 3 on our turn. in this game. Probably a card I don't play like Farewell. That would do it. Big, beautiful moth. Can respect it. A couple of blockers. Not going to be good enough. Let's draw a card. Could have gone out on our own terms. We're going to make some angels and say, this is the best we got. And it's not great. And now they get to make Reckoner. Bankbuster costs 2 more? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Blitz of the Thunder Raptor. Okay. We don't even have a Blitz of the Thunder Raptor. It's on the bottom of our deck. Alright. Good game. Good game. They got us. Alright. Not our finest hour. Alright, we are on the play against Rao Storm's Conduit. This hits Planeswalkers, so I'm going to keep this one. I'm going to play this as a land for sure. Probably like right now. Then we get a little Celestus action on our next turn. Okay. So Rao starts at 4 and then goes to 6. Ooh. Yeah, we'll take the action. Sacred Fire, I think, is going to go down here. Oh, that's a good one. We do love that card. Alright, so it's time to come back to daytime. Discard that, pass the turn. Surprise, it's nighttime again. Oh, that's my favorite way to win. Let's get rid of a Braid. Rao. And a Scry. Okay.
Creature plus supercharged energy equals.
We can't kill it yet. We could if we use both of these cards, but I think I want to do that, so. We will just pass the turn and try to intervention at their end step. That seems pretty good. Scrying it up, scrying it up. Maybe we don't intervention. Maybe we try to cast Sacred Fire. Take it back.
Fire, huh?
We're definitely
Today's
gonna
my lucky day.
intervention now. All right. Knights, search, gain life. Okay. Oh, Gutter Snipe's a good one too. All right, let's Gutter Snipe. This is on 6, which means we can just kill this straight away.
Guess you don't need me anymore.
And then we will attack. What if we just attacked our opponent? It's not too crazy, right? We gotta get him to 10. Just gotta get him to 10. Gotta get him to 10, and then we are golden. Now, the only issue is this does 4, this does 2, this does 2, these do 2, these do 2. So,
Fury of the Tempest.
we have to find a single point of damage somewhere, which is just wild that that's the case, but it is. Sokenzen. I mean, that certainly would do it. Okay, so if we do this, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we need to draw a land so we can channel this. And I think we can get them, like on our turn. Burn down the house. Oh, they're making doubles. All right, I see you. All right, we did not draw a land. Did not draw a land. So can we just? We can't get them this way. All right. Let's just do this. If we swords, they would gain a life. Maybe that's the way. And then they're gonna double block gutter snipe, presumably. That's what I would do. Nope, they didn't. Okay. Okay. Alright. They're 14. We have 4 and 10. Come on. Come on, baby.
There's a storm coming your way.
Alrin's Epiphany. That is not what I wanted to see. They got birds for one time. The spell was foretold. So one of them was copied, the other one was foretold. Alright. We still have 2 turns, though. One more turn after this. But if they can't gain life... If they can't gain life, then... Does it... Maybe we just... Like, maybe we still can just sneak it in. Just sneak it on in. This is the best... This might be the best way to kill someone on Arena. There's a very good chance that this is the best way. No one sees it coming. Who could ever see Hidetsugu's second right coming? Oh yeah, the opponent has 2 cards in hand. I'm at 14. I'm safe. Nothing they can do.
Blah, blah, and you die.
I really don't want him to cast Time Warp. That would be... Finale of Promise, huh? Okay. That's not ideal. But still works with our plan. I think they're going to try to kill us. Okay, they're going to make 3 devils. 3 more devils. They're going to copy it and make more devils. They're just going to make 1,000,000 devils. Oh, they're making so many devils. They're making like 9 devils. And they're gonna attack us for 11. Oh no, then they're gonna attack us for 11 again. Oh wait, what? Did it not copy? What do they copy? Unexpected windfall? Is that what they're copying? Okay. I mean, I guess that's better for us. We would be dead if they copied the other card. Oh, it has to be 4 or less, right? Yeah, 4 or less. Okay, so they couldn't copy Making Helpless. But they did just draw 48 cards this turn. Okay. That's a lot of cards. 13. It's definitely possible. Definitely possible that we could die. Alright. This is gonna hit us for 4. We're at 9. I think they're just gonna get us. Yep, we're dead. That's all that it takes, because that's gonna increase the intensity, I think is how that works. No, either way, we're dead. Because they have an extra turn. Good game. Man, extra turns in Historic Brawl is a powerful strategy. A really powerful strategy. And here I thought we were gonna Kadeitsu's second right. What a fool. What a fool I am. Look, everyone, I'm gonna be honest. I thought this deck was gonna be better than it was. I felt like we were in a lot of close games. We just lost them all. And it's tough. Red-white is a difficult combination. It struggles with card advantage. It struggles with going over the top sometimes. And maybe we just need more traditional cards to go along with our, burn spells and life gain stuff. But I still like Firesong and Sunspeaker. We had a very memorable win, which was really ridiculous. And I don't know. I would love to hear in the comments what you would do to this deck to make it a little more successful in the Historic Brawl queue, because obviously this was an unsuccessful attempt, but whenever I make a deck and actually put effort into it, I do want to show it to all of you, because sometimes even in losing, it still can be enjoyable. And actually, considering the matchups that we had, I actually had a lot of fun with this deck in the losing effort. So, maybe run it back at some point again with some significant changes, but I like the commander a lot. Thank you all so much for watching and making it to the end of the video. Of course, if you have not done so yet, hit that like button and subscribe to this channel. Make sure that you do to see all of the best Historic Brawl, Commander, Cube, Gladiator content, all the best singleton formats that Magic has to offer. And if you're watching this in real time, I'm going to take a short break from Historic Brawl until Phyrexia All Will Be One comes out. And we're going to do a bunch of Commander content for Paper Commander in between there, so be on the lookout for that. Thank you all so much. I'm Justin Parnell, and we'll see you next time.